So hang on, she went on the news to talk about her missing friend and then she vanished too. Before we get into today's case, if you guys like deep dives, I post a brand new episode on my podcast, The Bourne Investigation, every single week. It was 8 a.m. on the 9th of January 2002 in Oregon City. 12-year-old Ashley Pond and 13-year-old Miranda Gaddis were school friends. Ashley was a real cool girl. You'd always see her in like baggy sweatshirts and jeans, and she loved R&B and hip-hop. Miranda was just a really lovely, sweet girl. Her family absolutely adored her. That particular day, Ashley was running late for the school bus, but she did eventually make it out of the door. Her bus stop was only 10 minutes from her home, but on the way to the bus, it seemed like she had vanished into thin air. Her mum ended up phoning the school later that day when Ashley failed to come home, and the school were like, no, she's been absent all day. She never even arrived. Understandably, her mum's heart just stopped. What do you mean? Obviously, word soon spread that this young girl was missing, and the media swarmed the area like bees. Police were out in full force. There were search teams everywhere, but nobody could work out what the hell had happened. There was also absolutely no reason for Ashley to want to run away of her own accord. She was very, very well liked. She was involved in loads of teams at school, swim, dance. She was a happy girl. And as the media were all kind of battling to get the best story here, they came across her best friend. This was Miranda, and they said to her, like, talk to us about your friend. What's gone on? Why is she missing? Miranda started speaking to the media, having no idea she was about to meet the same fate. Months dragged on with absolutely no news about Ashley, and every single day her family's hearts were breaking, having to go on another day without her. They kept saying to police like, hello, why aren't you doing anything? What's going on? Until the 8th of March, when chillingly Miranda also disappeared under suspiciously similar circumstances. It was like a carbon copy of Ashley's disappearance, 8 a.m. on the way to the school bus. This was no coincidence. This was very calculated. Something evil was lurking in that community, and the locals were understandably horrified, like who was next? They even aired an episode of Unsolved Mysteries, including the girl's case. Once again, it was like police had absolutely no leads, nobody had seen a thing. They literally vanished without a trace until a phone call came into police. It was August by this point, and the guy on the other end of the line was like, I want to report my dad. He tried to my 19-year-old girlfriend. Now, already this is clearly wild. This was a very disturbing report, but it was about to get a whole lot darker than anyone expected. This dad was Ward Weaver. He knew the missing girls. He'd actually gave them lifts to school sometimes if they missed the bus, because they were apparently friends with like his younger daughter. As you can imagine, again, the media swarmed the area. They were all over this guy. They were like, okay, he's clearly a wrong-un and he likes younger girls. He was a bit of an Ian Huntley. He seemed to be kind of enjoying the media attention, almost welcoming it. He even agreed to have this weird interview in his own home. Like a reporter went round to his house and he admitted on air that he was the prime suspect. And people noticed something very chilling in the footage. There was an area of his garden that had brand new, freshly laid concrete and a strange smell reported by neighbours. The heat was on this man big time, and word got out that he was planning on running away. So police swooped in, they arrested him for the art of the son's girlfriend and fully searched his house. And his son had some more deeply disturbing news about Ward Weaver. He said, my dad has now admitted to murdering both of the missing girls. And the whole family was adamant. They were like, guys, you need to dig up that concrete. So the FBI sealed off the property, and lo and behold, they announced what the whole community had feared. This man had gained the girls' trust, he'd given them lifts to school, and he'd buried their remains on his property. Ashley was in a cardboard box in the shed, and Miranda was beneath that concrete. But wait until you hear what police missed. This man had a history of violence against women, and Ashley herself had even been to the police and reported that this man had R''ed her. But police chose not to press charges. Ward ended up pleading guilty to the murders and got 2 life sentences without parole. And it must be in the family, because it turned out that his stepson was convicted of murder in 2014 for killing a substance dealer, and Ward Weaver's own dad was on death row for murdering 2 people.